What's up, guys? It's 2FPS, and we're going to go over how to conquer a spot as a solo or a duo, rotation potentials, where to get masks in this place, and potential threats. Now, Pleasant is a pretty big area, as even up to like 3 teams can land here. If 4 teams, 5 teams, whatever, it can get real crazy, and there's going to be a lot of box fighting inside of like houses and especially in basements. So you want to be set up with good amount of loot. Pretty much gray house and trash house have the best amount of loot and are the quickest way to loot up in this place. Now, one places you want to avoid landing at is gas station, green, and brown. Now the reasoning for this is, even in solos and duos, you do not want to land here, as you want to claim the most amount of land. So let's say in solos you land at brown house and someone lands there, they're cutting you off. They're cutting your loot path off. There's nowhere else you can rotate to. The only place you can rotate to is out of here to the UFO, and you don't want to do that because that's gonna screw your game over. The best place to land is like gray house. That way, if someone lands brown, you're cutting off his loot. You go into blue, and he's either dipping or going over to this rock place, and he's just gonna be in a bad situation. You're gonna have way more loot, and same with pretty much every other house, trash house. You cut off dog houses, person's loot. The main thing about this spot is cutting off someone else's loot. Now this is important to winning most fights here, and just pretty much for fights in general, especially in duos. You want to be at different angles. This is so let's say your opponent is over here. You want to have like your duo to go here and then one distracting up front. You always want to be like split and just throw your enemy off, as this is a pretty big area. A head-to-head fight will last a long time. From almost any house you should be able to get max mats on wood, and then going from there it's going to be a struggle mining the cars, as mining the cars are pretty out in the open and you can be shot from anywhere. So I suggest like mining the cars once you're sure no one's in the area. Now there's 3 threats in the spot. Pretty much baller boys that like to land these little wind things, and there's a baller spawn over there, so expect ballers mainly from over there. Just be watching out for that. There's also ballers over here, so there's a lot of baller spawns in this spot. So that's threat number 1. Just be wary of ballers. They come from freaking nowhere, and you just need to be wary of that. Also, haunted is people are gonna rotate late from haunted, and they're gonna like, what I've seen happen before is they're gonna hide on one of these houses. Just be wary of that. If there's anywhere they're gonna be, they're gonna either be in this general area, as they're gonna try to get positioning on you. And last thing, when you're rotating out of here, you need to be wary of this area. This area is a cluster, and yeah, the reason why it's a cluster is for the rifts. There will almost always be someone there. I'd say it's a good 50-50, which is very bad. And yeah, you're just gonna have to go there. But also, as an option, you can either take a little bit of storm damage and go to the UFO, gosh, can't speak. But yeah, if you go to the UFO, there most likely won't be anyone there, and it'll be just like a you have a soothe trail over to Tilted. So that's it. If you guys have any more questions, just leave in the comment section below. If you guys have any other things you would like me to do, just send me that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Deuces.